Hey there guys, Coach Tyler here. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this to help you in your training and performance and whatever you use it to do. Today, talking about shoulder and elbow pain that could be coming from a overly tight pectoral group. So if you're someone that has been told you have rounded shoulders, or you kind of got nerd neck where your head starts to sag if you have a desk job, or you overall are just finding yourself having to do this, kind of roll your neck out a lot, this could help you. I'm not saying this is a diagnosis for that, but it could help. I'm going to give you two stretches and one very classic exercise that you could be doing pretty ineffectively or inefficiently, so we can make it more efficient to help with this chest tightness. So stay tuned for the third movement. Very, very classic movement that almost everyone does in the gym that they could be doing better. So first, the stretch. To open up that chest, what we want to do, pretty classic and generic chest stretch of just getting your hand flat against the wall, fingers either pointing back to start if we're doing this for the first time, or fingers going straight down. But first thing on the checklist, keep your palms super flat. So this position alone is starting to stretch for me on my left shoulder. I have some issues on my left shoulder. If you want to take this to another level, keep your hand flat as you turn your feet, your hips, your chest, and your eyes to look away from the wall. You can intensify this stretch by going palm up on the other arm, taking that to open up the chest even further. And the last 5%, your eyes, trying to look that way too. You can play around with this stretch, getting more intense, less intense, or being different with where you put your hand on the wall, higher, low, or further back. But always try to spread your fingers out as wide as you can and have your palm flat against the wall. Okay? The other stretch that you could do is this one where you need a bench or a bar. Second position, holy smokes, this is the stretch. I have a yoke bar. This might be a little intense for some of you on the soft spot of the bottom of your tricep. Use a bench, softer pad, a little more comfortable. Get the soft part of your elbows down right here. Then we're gonna put the hands together. You're gonna go back and forth between an active few seconds and then a passive few seconds. The active few seconds, hands together, on your knees, looking down. I'm trying to push my elbows into the bar as I push my hands together, and you can see through this active portion, this is getting lit up. Where does the lat lead to the tricep? Where does the tricep attach to the elbow? If you have elbow pain, this could help opening up flexibility here, but that'll also improve just overall your shoulder mobility. If you're pretty tight in your tricep and your chest, that'll limit things like your front squat. If you're someone that does a CrossFit class and you front squat like this, or you catch a clean like this, that's a problem. This will help fix it potentially if you do it pretty routinely. So now that we did the active portion, hold a few seconds. Now we're gonna go passive, and with a straight back, try to get my chest and face closer to the ground. Some of you might hyperextend there. As long as that's pain-free, that's fine. But if you really want to challenge the lat and tricep, specifically try to get closer to the floor without hyperextending your lower back. Then we'll go back into it, super active, push the bar away. And that is what you alternate between. That was number 2. Check out number 3 of what movement we have coming to get better at. Now for the classic strength move that almost everyone does in the gym that you could be doing better is the dip. Most of us, when we get on the dip bar, we're going up and down just to 90 degrees at the elbow. And if you're trying to get a stronger chest, that's great. It's going to get stronger. But you could be going to a deeper range of motion. So for those of us that have not gone to a deep range of motion yet on a dip, start with your feet on the floor. We don't just want to jump into it where you go as deep as possible here and your feet are off the ground and you could be overstretching your chest. So because something is new, always try and do it assisted. So we're going to start with my feet on a medicine ball here, and I'm just going to sit in the deepest dip possible. This right now is a huge stretch for me. So start with just accumulating time. 15 seconds, 20, 25, 30, all the way up to 40 seconds of getting used to being in that position. Once you get used to that position over a few sessions, maybe over a week or two, or if that is not challenging and you do have a pretty good range there, you can start to do your dips where you are trying to go to the deepest position possible. So I'm not stopping at 90, I'm going as far down as the height of the dip bar might let you. If you have long legs, you can always pull those heels up, or however low your chest is letting you get. From there, that's a deep range of motion. But what about the top? The top of that dip, we could go beyond this position, start to curl your hips back, squeeze your abs, try to push your hands and the bar away from your chest and pull your butt up. Kind of an arch position or a gymnastic type of tension to get further pushing into that range of motion. So not only at the bottom, opening up the chest, but then getting here and overarching is one way you can advance the dip. Try all these threes out to not only loosen up your chest, take your chest strength, dip ability, and overall control with your shoulder joint to another level. And for some of us, that might help with shoulder and elbow pain. So try it out and comment what else you want to see. Cool.